Am I live? Am I? Um, I just needed to go live today because I wanted to talk about the one of the more exciting calls that I've made in my career. Happened today. Um, we had the diamonds because obviously the market never goes down anymore. So anytime we go down, sometimes you got to wait a month, 2 months, 3 months, or 4 months. Usually it's 3 days. So 3 days later, here we are already making back most of the move. But I want to show you something. If you want to look at the charts, and we'll get into this later on, I want to make an invitation. Tonight, we're going to do an options schmooze. Normally, this is a members only kind of thing, but I'm letting you hang out with me tonight. Usually have a couple of cocktails. What's up, my man? Have a couple of cocktails, talk about some weed. Also, next Wednesday at 1 o'clock, I'm having a weed analyst on. He knows everything there is to know about anything weed related, any type of investment, private placements, penny stocks, mid cap, large cap, anything you want to know. What up, brother? Anything you want to know about weed, next Wednesday at 1 o'clock, you'll be able to use the same password. I'm going to open up the room. Go to hitthebid.com. Put in a real email address, a real phone number, and the password is wake up. No caps, one word, wake up. So we had a target on the diamonds of 260.08. Now, if you look at the chart and you see the price today, I want you to do a little due diligence. I'm not going to give away the whole thing. Why was our target 260.08? I'll give you a hint. It's on the chart, and it went there today, and we sold our diamonds at the highest point of the day. Oh, really not at 260.08, but it sold it on the way back down at 260 because I wanted to see if it broke it first. But it went right to the number, just proving once again the algorithms have taken complete control over the market. Everything's computer-based, and if you just believe in what you're seeing, it's VWAP, fear, greed, manipulation, all the factors that we talk about come into play every day. And, that's why I'm still doing this. And I'm still evolving as a trader. So speaking of evolution, I've been invited to the Benzinga Trading Summit. I will be trading live in front of a studio audience of 1,000 people that are all paying $1,000 or $1,200 to come and see us. So I don't know if it's going to be as much as a contest as I thought it was going to be. I think it's just for us to come and demonstrate our knowledge base. And of course, I'm going to be looking at it as someone from the audience, because anytime I would go to one of these things, I would immediately be thinking, what does this guy know that I don't know? And I'm never going to perpetuate some lie that I'm some super duper trader anymore. I mean, I got I have 300 shares of Uber for the last couple of days, and I held 100 into this move today. I'm still thinking about hanging on to it for one more day. But for me, it's just being right, and showing other people how to be right. And that trading small lots and being right often, you can make a living. And then you take your size up a little bit and you start making these trades really count. Like, again, if Uber had options 3 days ago, I'd probably be doing a lot better. If, Tiger had options, I would have crushed that thing on the way up and on the way down. But for me, it's hard to teach and talk and trade and make phone calls and run the website and try to get on YouTube every once in a while and do all this stuff. So again, sorry. Oh, there it is. I saw something crawling around the floor. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. But here's the process, guys. The process is if I make money. Yeah, the diamonds. Forgot what I was going to say now. Oh, you see, I have issues with concentration still. What was I going to say? I have no idea now. I have no idea. Bottom line is, show up tonight. We'll hang out. We'll talk about options, and should be a lot of fun. Oh, I was thinking of speaking about stocks that I own, maybe. Anyway, Cisco. I don't know. You guys know it's one of my family stocks. We've been owned it for years. Yeah, got to be about 19, 20 years that we've owned Cisco. Been dollar cost averaging the whole time. Still own it. Actually bought more yesterday because it had come down into the numbers. So we thought anything good coming out of that company tonight, last night, you'd probably get a good pop. We're still in it. thinking about selling it at 56 if it breaks here, but chances are you're going to be going to 57.50, and once it breaks that, you're looking at 19-year highs on the stock. $60 can't be too far away. But I want to talk about Pinterest. Yo, stop talking. Yeah, by the way, my daughter, remember she was supposed to make videos? Yeah, why don't you make this video? She hasn't made one video. She was supposed to make videos. But trading still mostly liquid. I did dip back into my INSG because it came back to 420. Funko got back into that low 20s, got back into that. Jimmy, I'm still in the YEX now, slight bit of YEX. So again, I'm not diving back into this market as a investor. INSG, I guess you could look at it as an investment. YEX, yeah. But most of the time, I'm looking at this stuff on 3-day increments if I'm going to be a swing trader. That Uber was too good to pass up, and the Lyft for that matter. I'm not in the Lyft anymore, but Uber, everybody was giving up on it. Everybody thought it was going to crash again. And then that second day, when it didn't break a new low, that was your time to buy using that prior low as your exit. Now, did I get it there? That was just for a day trade, but our cost average around 39.50 when it broke the candle from the prior day. And so far, so good. We were looking for it to get over 51.06 to be exact. Once it got over 41.06, now we're looking for it just to recapture the 45. So again, we're down to the last 100 shares. Generally, what we're doing is, let's say you start out with 700 or 800, you're selling into that move, and now your last 100 or 200 shares becomes your swing trade. So then if it goes horribly wrong, at least you've taken money off on the rest of that trade. So going back to the what I'm doing at the Benzinga Trading Summit, I think that's what I was going to talk about. What we're doing is we're just going to be demonstrating what we do. And again, I'm not going to pretend that I'm some super massive trader that's, trading large blocks of anything. For me, it's being right more often than being wrong, taking small size, minimal risk for medium rewards. And I believe once you get that down, then it's up to you and whether your risk tolerance has grown as you get better as a trader. So then you take your size up, and also depending on what stock you're trading. Yesterday we traded a couple thousand shares of Tiger. It was one of the biggest positions I had on in weeks. I just don't trade a lot of size. And you know what? I sat with it. Nothing was happening. I finally got out of it and then it popped. But you know what? It rolled right back over today. We were looking at some VERI. That looked interesting coming out of that selling. But I still love being liquid right now because these day trades are working well enough that you're finding 3 or 4 really nice ideas every day. So if you happen to be in New York City, June 20th, so what I'm going to be doing, right, to prepare myself to be talking to the audience, I'm going to try to go live on YouTube a little bit more often. Tell your friends, tell your family. I'm going to be doing this. I might not be looking at the camera. I'm probably going to be on the microphone over here looking at my screen, but you'll get an idea of what we're doing. I'm going to go, start doing it around 9:30. We'll go for, an hour. And I'm going to break it up into hour segments so that I can put it up on YouTube because no one's going to sit through a 4.5-hour video. So I'm going to break them up and do that. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, weed just don't have any. I got the Wednesday weed guy. It's going to be interesting if you want to come stop in. And just remember, just go to the website, hitthebid.com, put in your info, and the password's wake up. And for now, just another classic day. One of my favorite trades today, I shorted AXSM, stock that I own. I don't talk much about it. I got 50 shares for my kids as a goof when it broke 20, and this looked like a pump and dump from back in the day, and then this pump and dump became a real stock. And so far, it keeps hitting new 52-week highs, new all-time highs every day. Really, no reason to sell it. I was going to hold Pinterest again, but I heard they're reporting numbers tonight. Do not want to own the stock going into the report. Not if it, again, Cisco was a different situation. Cisco was coming off lows. Plus, I'm not about to own Pinterest. As much as I like the stock, I want to be on the sideline to hear what their first earnings report is like. Okay. It's been a great stock. I mean, especially again, buy and lift has been pretty good too, you know? So most of these stocks have been trades for me. And, I dip right back. I'm into a little bit of a portfolio right now, not much. But, INSG just finally breaks five, right back under five now. And again, for me, I'd rather just be liquid, take what I can get. Obviously, you're going to miss out on some of the moves if you get a gap and a go. But most of the time, I get trades like VERI. I came in prepared to own it. I held some overnight. It gapped up slightly. I bought more and then it rolled over. I sold it all and it died. That's what usually happens when I own a stock. So as soon as it gets weak, I'm not going to hold a stock that goes against me just because I got this notion that I want to own it. Obviously, if Uber was to roll over, I think 42.70 is significant. I might even dump my last little bit here. But, just treating everything on 3 days is as far as I want to think right now, unless I truly, truly going to own it for forever. Like Yext and INSG. I still like Funko, but, it's kind of dead money. It just goes between 20 and 22.50. So why not just trade it in the range? But sick call on the diamonds today. The market never goes down. We're sticking with that whole idea. And, last year's fourth quarter really set this whole market to where it is right now. We hit resistance and we're having a hard time getting through it. This is exactly where the market should be right now. I'm ho, of course. In my humble opinion, this is exactly where we should be. Consolidating. You got the May 1st sell-off, sell in May and go away so far has worked. But you know what? It's been a great trading range. So if you think sell in May and go away is going to result into a rollover and a catastrophe and a sell-off, I think you're going to be wrong. I think we're just going to stay in a range, and that range is going to be very, very trade-worthy. So I really just want to be liquid. Plus, the earnings reversals are still working. We've had, it's been a quiet earnings season. There really hasn't been too many reversals, but the ones that have worked, they've all worked. I think we did about 15 or 20 of them. And Cisco doesn't look like a reversal, but it really was this morning. So if you were watching Cisco, sure, it gapped up and it was chopping around between 53.50 and 54. But if you look at the VWAP right at the open, it kind of was a reversal. And that's why I bought more. Usually I'm not a kind of guy that's going to buy more of a gapped up stock, but they tried to sell it off right at the open. And then as soon as the market opened up, it went right through the VWAP. And then at 54.84, that was it. I'm thinking at least 55. And then I had 57.50 as a target. So bought more and got the stock, got the options. Loving Cisco. Hopefully we hit 57.50 tomorrow. I mean, this is a big move. I wouldn't be surprised to see it sit around and consolidate, but love the Cisco. Think this thing's finally getting into the 60s. And, again, other than some sort of tweet or some other event derailing the market again, it looks like we're just in the same pattern where we get something that shakes us up and they attempt to break us down and we just don't break down. The shorters hold on for one extra day, hoping we do, and then they're forced to cover, and then you get a 2 or 3-fold rally because you get the short covering, and then you get the buy on dippers, and then you get the fear of missing out guys. And then that's the circle. And that is the way this market's trading right now. And, again, as long as you're not buying some pump and dump biotech or some worthless piece of shit stock that had no business doing whatever it was doing, you're not going to get hurt in this market. And if you're in a stock that is rolling over and not performing well or breaks a certain level, just get out. You should not be tolerating any losses in this market. It's very forgiving. Even on the short side, you're getting a chance to make some shorts, get some money out of these shorts. But again, you can't stick around in a market like this on the short side unless you got something that's really, really just awful, like Overstock. That stock's terrible. Or AAOI or something like that. I mean, or Clovis, what that turned into, a shit show. I mean, there are some bad stocks out there, but majority of them are just, consolidating and, going sideways. And if you find one that travels in a decent range, that's all you need to make money trading. Like, how about that Jumama, man? That was awesome. Beyond Meat. I mean, I can't believe where it is, but then again, I can, because when you get an IPO that gets over 50, generally you see the stock get into the 60s and 70s. And if you get through the 70s, you generally are going to get to 100. So you failed here. You're at 96.78 is the high. If this stock breaks 96.78, not only are you going to 100, but I think you see 120 on Beyond Meat. And again, I know nothing. If you're buying a stock at $92, okay, because you believe in this company, think about it this way. Veggie burgers, they've been around forever. And I don't want to hear this is a different kind of veggie burger. It's a veggie burger. There's 9 million shares in the float. Everybody wants some right now. The shorters are paying to get shares borrowed. 45, maybe 50% of the float is shorted. That's why it's not going down. It will eventually go down, but after all of these people get completely annihilated. And tomorrow, if this thing breaks $97, you might see it just go absolutely parabolic. Remember Tilray? I would not be surprised, and I know this sounds nuts, to see Beyond Meat either at $80 tomorrow or 120. Would not be surprised with either price. But I would be more surprised to see it going down, because it's just keeps consolidating and breaking out, consolidating and breaking out. By the way, I think I might sell the Uber. Maybe. Let me see what price. We're getting there. My stop is right, 42.73. We're 13 cents away. We'll see if it gets there. What's up, my man? But so if you're in New York City, you want to come hang out, email me. I could probably get you a discount. I don't know if you're going to want to pay $1,200 to come hang out at the Benzinga. I shouldn't say you shouldn't, because I'll be there and it's going to be a great event. But it's a lot of money. $1,200, I think it is, for the VIP pass. But you could also, I just started getting the pricing structure. I think there's a tiered pricing. I don't know exactly. I just got all my information. I know I got a nice headshot and I got to start promoting myself. So again, it's going to be basically what I've been doing my whole life is this. So I'll be doing this on stage and it should be really cool. So basically I'm bringing my computer to the city so I can set up my exact platform. Whether or not it's my computer or not, set up exactly like I am at home and try to find, 3 or 4 trades. It's June 20th at the Sheraton Times Square. Let me give you it's the Benzinga Trading Summit. Benzinga Trading Summit. You could see me wearing a suit. I won't be wearing a suit that day, but you will see me in the ad. I'm wearing a suit because it's a fantastic picture of me. So I'll be trading with Anne-Marie Byand, Jeremy Newsom, Todd Gordon of the CNBC Todd Gordon family, and Christian Fromhertz from the Tribeca Trade Group. And then I'll be making the rounds, doing Q&A, and then we start drinking at 5. So it should be a good time. Here, I'll give you the link. You can see my silly picture. So yeah, exciting. I'm excited to do it. I'm also probably going to be going out to the Coronado Hotel in September for the Stock Twits. What are they called? Stocktoberfest. Seeing whether or not. What? Oh, yeah, that's right. I got some stuff in the oven. All right, I just wanted to say hello. So anyway, hitthebid.com tonight. The password's wake up. Put in your email and your phone number. Password is wake up. I'll be there around 9 o'clock. Bring your cocktails, bring your options questions. We hang out for a couple hours. We talk some option ideas and what we think the market's going to do. And just, it's a very casual thing, but I do that for my members only. But tonight I'll invite you guys on me. All right. I'll see you guys. Good luck.